Yeah.
بابا زن
ايوه
حشو
هاي
أو يب شغل نفسه
Let's add that sound. I think it's nice. Let's add it and see how it sound. Yeah. Upper. Let's add some feels to this. Let's add some like that towards the as we are approaching the chorus part. We'll just add that. Let's see. I think that sounds nice. Let's quantize it. That sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, I'll just keep this beat very simple. I don't want to add too much inside because it's more like, you know, a club banger. So I just want it to be a very free flow beat, not too much element. If maybe after post recording or post production, probably the artist feels that there's need to still add more. Nine sabi, and for your own, that's his own business. But for me, I'll keep it as simple as possible. So what I will do next is to route the usual. We'll do a basic mix to this beat. I'll just route it to the mixer channel, and then we'll do some balancing, and we call it a day. All right, stay with me. Please, if you are enjoying this live, please give it a like. Give it a like so that YouTube can recommend it to more viewers. Thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So let's play it from the top again while we route it to the mixer channel. Okay, for those of you who doesn't know how to route, so I'm going to repeat myself because I know some of you might have missed out on my last tutorial on how you can send your instruments to the mixer, which is the mixer. If you are using FL Studio to produce, for those of you who aspire to be music producers, I'm going to like explain the process again, one after the other, so that you understand and follow up. Okay, so this is what you do. First of all, let's say I want to like from this point where we have this purity to GMS is not routed, because we look at this place here, there's no numbers assigned to it. Now where you have numbers assigned to, it means that particular track has been routed to the mixer. So since these ones are not routed, what I'm going to do, I will just select those places where that doesn't have numbers, and I will just go to, I will make sure that I don't select where we already have a number. See, we only have like 1 2 3 4, so I will try to skip that part. I'll go to 5 and I'll right click on my mixer, and I'll go to channel routing, then I'll click route selected channels starting from this track. So that's going to route all those tracks that I selected to the mixer, and you can see it has been routed. All the names are showing. You can decide to rename it if you feel like, by just right clicking on each instrument and renaming it so that you can easily identify which particular sound is that, but I'm not going to do that now. So we'll have to route everything. I'll go to this, we'll have this snare here. I'll select those parts and I will do the same thing. I'll go to the mixer channel, right click, and I'll do the same thing, route selected channel starting from this track. You understand? So far we've routed everything to the mixer. Then we also have to go to where we have this unsorted. You see we are on unsorted. We'll have to go to audio, select audio to check if there's anything that is not routed. You can see all these parts here, nothing is routed. So we'll select everything and we'll do the same thing. We'll find an empty slot, right click from there, and we'll select channel routing, route selected channel starting from this track. The same thing. So I think we have routed everything right now to the mixer channel. Alright, so if I play the beat now, you see that the volumes accelerating. See, that's to tell you that everything has been routed to the mixer channel. Okay, so and here we can add different effects to individual tracks. Anyone you feel like to add effect to it, you can select and add effects to it. So that is as easy as that. That's how you send your tracks to the mixer. So thank me if you want to. If you want to support me, you can support me. All right, so we'll quickly do some effecting. We'll add if there's necessary, because for me, I feel like this beat already sounds very good. Now let me tell you, there are some beats that doesn't really need too much mixing. Some tracks, some sounds or some samples just sounds very good. It might not need to go through all the. If it sounds good to your ear and you feel like it sounds good, then you let it be. You understand? So I will just listen to some of the instruments, and then if there's anyone I feel like needs to be cut, maybe the lows or the highs, to give room for the bass or the kick and other instrument to come out, I'll do that. So I'll solo each track now. Start from the purity sound, and then I'll give it a little bit more volume. I think this sounds good for me. I'll go to the other ones, lock drum. So this is the lock drum. This is the bass sound, the GMS. So this the GMS. Now I will give it more volume. Understand? This is my snare. This is my kick. Alright, this is the loop. Then we have the Nexus sound here. I think it sounds good. They are not actually fighting. The funny thing, I think this sounds really good. They are not actually fighting each other. So I'm actually wondering, trying to find a way to fix it if there's any need for that. So I'm gonna allow everything play. So I'll just use my ear. I'll allow everything play. So I'll use my ear to listen if there's any need to cut some things out. On the GMS bass, I think I will cut the eye a little bit. The eyes, I mean. So take it a little bit. I think there's no need for that. There's no need for that. I'll just keep it the way it is. Basically, all the instrument sounds, I think I did a pretty good job in selecting the tracks. So what I would do, I would just group the drums, and to make it more glued to each other, I will bust the drums. What I mean by bust the drum means I'm going to send all the percussions to one group, and then I try to compress it so that it sounds glued together. All right, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll rename. I'll find an empty slot, and then I'll give it a name. I'll just call this one drum boss. And then I think for those of you that followed my life, I think I did this before. For those of you that are just joining me for the first time, so you watch how you can group your drums and then add any effect you want to add to it. It's as easy as that. So what I'm going to do now, select anything that has to do with drum, kick, snare, pecks, percussions. So I'll select that snare, my snare and kick, and what I will do once I select them like that, I will go to that empty slot where I named, and I'll right click and I'll click route to this track only. So it has been routed. If I click play now, you see that the snare and the kick are actually playing in that channel. So I will do the same thing for every other instrument that I feel that is need for it. This is my loop, and I will do this. This is the shaker loop and the drum fill. I will do the same thing. I'll route it to that. Same thing for this clap. I'll do that for all those and route it. I think those are just the instrument that needs routing, and I think that's it. I don't think the lock drums need that. Probably I could just route it to it so that everything will be glued. So we're going to solo that. We're going to solo all the percussions. All the percussions to hear how it sounds, and so we can do our adjustment while we listen to it. Okay. All right. So that's what we'll do. All right. So we're going to just add a transient processor to it. Increase the gain, reduce the attack a little bit. It doesn't sound so harsh, can increase the gain as much as I want to. Understand? So that sounds more punchy. Sounds more punchy to my ear, and I like it the way it sounds. So I can bring in other instruments. Now this purity, I feel like I need to cut the low. I can hear some lows on it. Yeah, let me just cut it off. I pass it. Yeah, I can just give it like a stick there. Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, so it doesn't fight. I don't want it to sit on the low at all. I have to increase this. I have to increase that tremolo signal. I think sounds. I want the sound to come out very well. So if you like this beat, please send me a love, like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and if you need this beat for your next project, you can always email me at isombeat@gmail.com. So we'll call it a day, and I'll let you enjoy the beat for now. Until we see next time.